Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought let me pick up a shade. I decided to pick up blues today, and I thought let me pick up a stamping plate and let me just chuck it all together. So I had so much fun creating this set. It's a bit wild, it's a bit crazy, but that's pretty much me in a nutshell. So this set was so fun to do. Here I was showing you the two gel polish that I picked up. Here we've got a Blue Jay from MoU London as a stamping polish, and I also decided to pick up some white stamping polish from Born Pretty. I've got two to show you here because one is half empty, the other one is quite full, and I wasn't too sure which one to use, which one's going to be easier to use for the video, so I picked up both. I am going to start applying the base colours. As you can see, the gel polish just glides on like they're just too amazing. I love them way too much, I think. It's become a bit unhealthy, I reckon. So I am going to apply two nails are going to be fully September Skies. We're going to do one nail that's going to be using the Besame colour, and then the last two are going to be ombres. One is going to have an ombre using the Besame at the top and September Skies at the bottom, and then you want to flip the two colours around and do the opposite on the other nail. So that's what we're going to do. We are going to use the ombre brush method to achieve our ombre. So the ombre brush that I'm using today will be from Glam as well. So I will show you guys how to do it in just a second, but it's super easy. To this day, I'm literally shocked to see how easy it was to achieve. If you don't have an ombre brush, you could completely get away with using a brush from a bottle. Just make sure you get rid of as much excess from that brush as possible, and before popping it back into your bottle, make sure you wipe the brush as well. You don't want to contaminate your gel polishes and ruin them. That would be a massive shame, especially when you've got a massive bottle. I can't imagine anything worse. So what I'm going to do is apply the two colours down first. There we go. As you can see, they're flipped, so we've got the light shade at the top and the other one has the other shade at the top. Here's my brush. The side brushes are starting to kind of go to the sides. I think it's just the way I place the cap on. I always try to be very careful, but they start to kind of change directions and start pointing to the right and to the left. I know I've seen a video at some point of people using boiling hot water to put the brushes in, and it kind of fixes the brush, so I might have to go ahead and try that to fix it because it's starting to bother me a little bit. So with the ombre using the brush, I like to start in the center where the two colors meet. So if you've got a couple colored ombres, you want to do back and forth swipes exactly where the two colors meet, whether it's, for me, it's just the once, but if you've got a couple of colors, you do it a couple of times, but just in the center where the two colors meet. Once you've done that and you're happy, just make sure you go right from the top right to the bottom, going back and forth without taking your brush off, really. And yeah, ombre's done basically from top to the bottom, and little steps. It's almost like a two-way process. You start in the center, blend, and then once you think it's somewhat blended, you want to go right from the top right to the bottom, and job done. So you want to repeat that again. So you want to pop into the lamp and redo that. I will do all of those nails again off camera with the second layer, and then we can crack on with our nail design. If you're a regular on my channel, you definitely have seen this stamping plate before. I am going to use the Nicole Diary stamping plate. I can't remember the number, we'll see in just a second, but it's gorgeous and it has beautiful flowers. You can do really cool abstracty designs on there too if you wanted to. It's just overall such a great plate to have. So I've got two layers applied here now. It's time to do a couple of details. So for the two September Sky nails that we have, I decided to do a line bottom left, dragging it up to the top right hand side, and then you want to flip it onto the other one. So you're going to do bottom right hand side, drag it to top left hand side, and then colour them in. There you go. I was so chuffed that I managed to get them so perfect. They're pretty much identical, just flipped around. I couldn't believe it. And then you want to colour it in. If you wanted to, you can faff about with your nail art brush, but I decided to quickly just pick up the brush from the bottle and colour it in. Just make sure you're so careful where you've placed that line, because you don't want to go over that line and yeah, just ruin your neat line that you've just created. So there's one done. One more to colour in, and the other nail, I think I show you guys very briefly and quickly what I do on it. It's just a very simple, easy line that I'm going to create right from the top right to the bottom, pretty much in the center of the nail, and that will be that done. I'm not sure if today's nail design can be classed as like an abstract-y design. I'm not quite sure. I feel like there's some I feel like there's a wide variety of nails that could fall under abstract, so you're gonna have to let me know in the comments if it does fall under that. But then here, I'm picking up the September skies and just right to the top, right to the bottom, I'm just doing the line. I'll perfect off camera. That's why I probably came off. But you want to make sure you're using a super long nail art brush. It makes your lines so much easier to do, so much quicker, so much more straighter. It's just overall great stuff. So here it is. There's the Nicole diary plate. I got this one on AliExpress a while ago, and it was, I think I've mentioned in a previous video that it was one of those plates that I've had for quite a long time actually, and I just never been able to pick it up. I've always wanted to, it just would never work for me. I just couldn't imagine what I'm doing. I always tried to kind of pick up those dotted designs at the bottom and kind of incorporate it with the flowery designs at the top, but I just could never put it together and make it happen. So today I just thought I'd pick up random little images and place it down, and it was so fun to do. If you haven't tried stamping before, I honestly highly recommend it. It's so fun. You can be so creative, and you can use all sorts of different plates together to create a design. You don't always have to stick to strictly one. I know that often I just kind of stick to strictly one, but that's more because I've got plates, a bunch of plates that I've just never used, so I'm really trying to utilize them as a whole, kind of see what I can create from it. But I definitely often use a couple of plates together to bring a design together and make it happen. So we are going to we placed a rose kind of where the two colours meet in the background. I've placed the nail down already. Where we've got the September skies and the Besame colour together, and I'm kind of trying to cover up the line where the two colours meet. We're going to do something very similar on the other one too, but just picking up a different design. For one of the ombres, literally it's just so fun. Pick up any image you wish. You don't have to have this plate as well. You can definitely have a different plate, or it doesn't even have to be floral. It can be leafy or any design really will work. As long as you have a design with some either dotted little detailing or something you can place around to kind of add that extra little touch. And the Moyu London polish that I've picked up, I was trying to pick up a colour that was most similar to the September Skies gel polish that I was using, which can be sometimes quite hard. So I have a bunch of gel polishes but not as many stamping polishes, so sometimes I'm trying to achieve a certain look or go for a certain look, and I can never sometimes recreate it or do it because I just don't have the same colours, which can be a little bit annoying. So here's the other nail that I was talking about. We're doing something similar, just picking up a different image, and I decided to pick up some of those dots there too to kind of finish it up because the initial image wasn't long enough. I wouldn't cover where the two colours meet there. So I'm just going to add a couple of little dots there to finish this one up. We've got two more nails to do, so the other ombre nail, we're basically going to do something very similar to what we've done with the other ombre, just picking up different images. I really made sure to utilize this plate today and really giving all of those images a go. There it is, and same thing with those little dotted little detailing that I'm going to place as well using the Moyu London stamping polish. So I'll probably stop chatting away. It's all the same, so just keep watching and I'll be back with you guys once it's done. Okay, so that will conclude pretty much the stamping. As you can see, it's pretty much a completely whole stamping design today. It's a bit wild. It's a lot going on for sure, but I really like it. We do not have any crystals, no glitter, which is also a little shocker for me. So it's quite nice to have a little bit of a change, strictly stamping. And this video pretty much proves that although you might find yourself with stamping plates that you think you will never be able to use, you don't seem to be attracted to them, or you just don't know how to make it happen, just keep trying, because this plate was sitting in my collection for honestly maybe even a year at this point, and I've only just been able to pick it up, and I've done like 3 or 4 sets, one after the other, pretty much just finding myself being drawn to it more and more and figuring out how to use it. So there is hope for all stamping plates in your collection. So I'm applying a glossy top coat from Venalisa, popped it into the lamp, and here are the final results. You're gonna have to let me know what you think. I'm not fully sold on it. I do like it, but I'm not in love. It's a bit of a wild one, but I hope you guys liked it. Anyways, it was just a fun little creative little session, little set. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I would absolutely love to see you all in my next video. Bye guys.